Ready to go? Let's go. Ready to go? All right, let's go. Bravo. Load up. One-handed, it's not easy. Oh, look. One of those tires that I showed you was just unloaded the other day. Ah, it's magically appeared out here. It's going to become a water trough right there. But we are in search of the man that's doing that. See if we can follow his track. Here we go. Yeah. Keep going. Going. So if you're wondering how a tire is made into a water trough, this is the last one they put together. So if you can see in there, the middle of the tire is concrete. It's plumbed. Let me see if I can get you a better view. So it's plumbed so that is the overflow. So if it gets too full with water, it'll run in there and then it runs out down that way, right about there. And then if it gets low, these are your floats that open your valve so water comes down. That little wire thing, and there's one right here too. That wire grate that's just bolted to the edge is if something gets in there by accident, prairie dog or a bird or something, and they can't get out, supposedly they can walk up that grate and get out. And then the reason they put this is so that nothing jumps in like a cow or an elk or a deer or whatever and messes with the floats and the overflow. So that's protection for all this stuff, because if you get a thirsty cow that weighs 1,200 pounds and you get 20 of them or 30 of them all trying to get a drink at once, they can shove pretty hard and bend a lot of things. And that's why a lot of the tanks that we've had that are just the thin aluminum tanks, they just don't hold up. So we've gone to the old tire, recycled, upcycled tire, because it's rubber, and if they could bend it, imagine it could bend. Well, I can't bend it. Anyway, so all of this pipeline that he's working on right now, that, if you'll remember, that's the storage tank from our solar. That's way down at the creek, and it will tee off into that pipeline that Vernon's building now and put that tank on the other side of the pasture where there was no water before. Good dog pond? Huh? Is that a good dog pond? Cattails are coming. So the pipeline we strung, or Brandon pulled down the hill from the white storage tank. This is where it comes in. And if you look, you can see it coming down the hill under the tree there. And it was just gorgeous. Gorgeous. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, the idea is, of course, now that we have this, now that's being solar pumped, right? From the creek that's 3/4 of a mile away. Here, I don't know. Anyway, if we can keep everything going, keep this full, and there is, once I walk over here, a little pasture down below this one. There's a irrigation ditch. Oh, there's a dog. Anyway, so if you look closely, let's see if I can zoom in. Kind of above Bravo there's a gate. So in that little pasture, we call that the bull pasture out here at the Mills place. And down in it, in this same little draw that this reservoir lives in, is another reservoir down below. So why not go ahead, fill this one up, get more pipe, and string it down there. Why not? Only cost you pipe. Ha. Cheap that it is. And time. But this pond, sometimes in spring it would be maybe a third or a half full. And it didn't take long before it dried out. But with this water here, there's a whole, you can't see the end of the pasture that way because it's kind of over the hill. And you know, it's 3/4 a mile, something down that way. And then maybe like, I don't know, half a mile down here. So there's cows. Cows can be lazy, just like people, and they don't want to hike necessarily to where they have to drink. So that's why you want water everywhere. Then they can use every corner of the pasture and eat that grass, and they're not sitting down there in one spot where the water is. So to ranchers, this is awesome. Yeah, pretty much. And really, how many places in the world can you just say, I can see a couple dirt roads? and not hear anybody else. Oh man. I agree, little meadowlark. I agree. Do you agree?